Hello, do you guys know the reason why so many visit visa applications in the UK is rejected? Well, I'm going to show you the reason why today. I'm going to walk you through the whole application process from the scratch, and this will expose you on how to make a very successful visit visa application. So guys, let's go. So this is the Home Office page, UK Home Office page. Okay, this is the Visit the UK as a standard visitor page. Then this is how long you might want to stay, and I'm going to start the application right now. You guys just go on with me, okay? Just click apply now. I'm going to be making the application in English, so I'm going to select in English. Okay, and it's asking me select the country where I'm going to provide my biometrics. So I'm going to put Nigeria. I'm going to provide my biometrics in Nigeria. I just click next, and it's asking me this next question: have I identified the location where I will provide my biometrics, like where I'm going to submit my passport, data capturing, and all that? Yes, I've identified the area. So now you could just go through this, whatever this information is about. You can use this service to apply for UK visa for tourism, business, transit, academic, marriage or civil partnership, private medical treatment, short study up to 6 months, a permitted pay engagement, and all of that. So you can use this process. I'll just click on start now. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to walk you guys through it all. So it's asking me to register with my email. After that, it's going to ask me to put my password. So I'll just go on to do the initial registration right now. So guys, now I've started the application. Right now they would have sent me an email. Okay, they have sent me an email link to say that I've started an application. So it involves 6 stages. Okay, this is the start, this is the application, this is going to show me the list of documents I need to upload, this is going to be declaration stage, this is where I'm going to make the payment, and this is where further actions that need to be made, you're going to see it. So right now, who does this email address belong? That's for me. Okay, and do I have additional email address? If you have, you can add it, but if you don't have, don't need to bother yourself. One is even enough. I don't have, so I'm just going to use this particular one. It's asking me for my telephone number, so I'm just going to pop in my telephone number right now. Okay, so guys, that's my telephone number. So this telephone number can be used while I'm outside the UK. It's a mobile telephone number. Just check the boxes and all that. But if you use a business telephone number, you click business telephone number. Then the next thing, just click save and continue. Do you have any other mobile number? For some people, they have so many, so you can just put if you got, but that's the only one I've got. I'm just going to click next. Now it's asking me contacting you by telephone. Are you able to be contacted by I can be contacted by telephone and text messages on my mobile phone. Yeah, so I'm just going to click on save, continue. So it's asking me for my name right now. I'm just going to put my name. My name is already here, Sharif Oyewole. That's the name. Then I'm going to click on continue. But I want you guys to know this is a demonstrating video to show you how to make a successful visa application. Okay, so it's asking me, do I have other name? No, I've got no other name. It's asking me what's my sex, what's my relationship status, married, single, any of that. If you're married, you put married. If you're married, you put unmarried. If you're single, you put single. So I'm just going to take single for this educational purpose. Okay, I'm just going to continue. Now it's asking me for my address. The address that it's asking me for is the address in the country where I currently reside. So I'm just going to click here. I've got one of my address already here. Yeah, so it's asking this question: is this what they mean by correspondent? If they have to send you emails, they have to send you mail. Emails are electronic, while mails are the one they send via post. So is this also the address you receive such as? Yeah, that's the address. I'm just going to put yes. Then it's asking me how long have I stayed in this property. Okay, so if it's in days, week, months, or miles in years, I've lived in that apartment for over 20 years. So do I only rent it or others? If you're staying with your parents, you're going to put others. If you are staying in a company sponsored apartment, you're going to put others. When you put others, they will ask you to explain. Okay, I don't own the house, I don't rent it. Others, I'm going to put like staying with my parents. Okay, staying with my parents. So I'm going to put staying with my parents. Like I said, this is a demonstrative purpose. Okay, because I'm currently not staying with my parents. It's asking me for my passport, so I'm just going to put that's one. I'm going to put issue authority, Nigeria Immigration, on Immigration Authority, just Nigeria Immigration. They are the one that issue passport in Nigeria. So Nigeria Immigration Service, they are the one. So I'm going to put issue date, issue month, and what year, 2023. So it's the 10 years passport. I'll assume use 10 years passport. So I'm like 11 5 20 33. That's like 10 years. Okay, so I'm just going to click continue. Do you have any form of identity? If you've got any form of identity, this is the part that you need to put it. Some countries they do with national identity card, why some country they don't. But I've got, but I don't want to put it. If you've got, put it. So I'll just go click on no and move on. Now your nationality, country, and date of birth. My nationality is actually Nigeria. I'm going to put select Nigeria among the options. It's asking me for my country of birth. My country of birth is Nigeria. So if you've acquired other nationality, like if you've naturalized in other country, you can put that country depending on the nationality you want to use. Then you put your country of birth. Now the place that you were giving birth to, so I'm just going to select one of the options, Lagos. Then the date of birth, I'm just going to put 1990 as the date of birth and click on save and continue. Okay, do you have other nationality? Like I said, if you've acquired other nationality, do you currently hold or have ever held other nationality or citizenship? This is where you need to put it. But if you've never, you don't need, just put no and click continue. So we need to be very careful here. This is where you really need to be very careful. Are you employed, self-employed, student, retired, or unemployed? For me, I'm going to put I'm employed. I'm going to be using the employed part of it. I'm employed. It's going to ask me what is my what's my employment names, employer's name, employer's address, town, state, employer's phone number, the date I start working. You have to be very calculative when you start working, because if you start working, let's say for example you start working January 2024, start working January 2024, and you are making this application in May, that you work for like 5 months, and you earn, let's say for example, you earn 500,000 every month. So in 5 months, your total earning, your total earning is 2.5 million. That's your total earning in 5 months. So now, if you want to display savings that you have in your account, and you're not displaying savings of 2,000, you are not displaying the savings of 2 million. Now it's going to raise like this money in your account. How do they come about? Because if you're working for 5 months and you've earned 2.5 million, what about your expenses, transport, car rent, your monthly living expenses and all that? So you are getting it right. It's going to reduce. You probably be having your account maybe like 1 million or 1.5, that within that 5 months you've made an expenses worth like 1 million, yeah, for your expenses, and you've saved 1.5. That is logical, okay? But you can always get your parent to sponsor you in Nigeria or whatever country, or you've got your families and friends in the UK or whatever to actually provide financial support for you, and that also works like magic. So I'm just going to fill up this information. So I filled up the information. This is my company name, this is also my address. I put my phone number. You're expected to put your dialing code here. I put that I start working January 2024. But if you work for so long, that is even more beautiful. So I'm gonna click save and continue. The next thing is what's my job title. Okay, I'm just gonna put my job title. Let me say let me look for a job title to put now. So my job title. Now you need to know one thing. If you are working with any organization, ensure that the organization is active on like various companies. They have various organization registration body. Like in Nigeria, it's corporate Corporate Affairs Commission. Ensure that your company is currently active, it's not dormant, okay, and they are filing for their report and all of that. So district manager, the district manager should be earning something substantial. So I put like I'm earning like a million naira. I put my jobs description. Ensure you put the right job description. So this, you can either code the money in pounds, you can code it in naira, but I'll decide to actually code it in naira. So I'm just going to click on save. Like I said, ensure the company you are using is actually active. Okay, so now it's going to ask me, do I have other regular incomes? If you have other regular incomes that does come to your account that are traceable, identifiable, this is where you should put it. In case you are having excess money that is more than the amount you expect to have within the time that you said you're working with this organization, this is the best time for you to actually put it in. If you've got, just click on it. It's going to ask you allowance or regular money from your family, pension, investment, another income. So you just select whatever it is. Allowance or regular money from your family, you put it. I think that but I don't have any other regular income. I do not have any other income. I just put I do not have any other income or savings. I just click save and continue. Just wait for it to roll and move on to the next page. Now it's going to ask you about the cost of your visit. How much money are you personally planning to spend on your visit? You cannot spend all your savings because you are coming to visit. No, these are the logical aspect. Most of the reasons why they refuse people visas, it is because the income, expenses and budget for visit, they do not settle in well. It makes the visa screener look at this individual. This person, why will you spend your entire saving for a visit? Why? It doesn't make sense. Why will you say you have a savings that is more than what you earn in the past 5 months you've been working with the company and you have no other source of income? So how much am I going to, like, you can put naira, how much you want to use towards this your income. You are coming to the UK. The best and honest part is quote the money in pounds. But if you quote the money in naira, he's going to convert it and look at how much would this be. So I put in I've been working with a company for the past 5 months, okay, and I earn a million naira. That's 5 million naira I've earned. If you convert that via the current exchange rate, 5 million naira, just let me have a look. 5 million naira, 5 million is going to be like 2,900 pounds. So 2,900 pounds, that's the amount you earned for the past 5 months. Video call. No, I'm just doing a video recording. Thanks. Let me eat this thing first. Like as I was saying, the major reason is disparity between income, savings and the amount you want to spend during your visit. Now I've stated in my application that I've worked for 5 months with this company that I earn a million every month. Now it means in 5 months I would have earned up to 5 million naira. However, your 5 million naira is 2,900 pounds worth in the UK. So now, how do you justify this? Now, if you've been earning 5 million naira for the past 5 months, you probably, if you don't have any other savings or any sort of income, you probably would have expended 2 million naira out of that 5 million, give or take. So what that means is the amount that you have that you are planning on saving, utilizing towards the cost of your trip, is 3 million, and now you cannot use all your life savings for a trip. Okay, that is why it's usually good if you have other people supporting you, or maybe some other people supporting you with like £1,000, £2,000 makes the whole thing faster. So I'm just going to pull. If you've had other income, this is why it's important you have other income to support your applications. So most people might not know how to actually go about this. So let's look. I'm going to be putting right now that I'm going to be using all my savings, but in the recent, you're not expected to use all your savings. Don't make that mistake. You are not supposed. So if I have 3 million saved, I'm expected to be using like 2 million naira for the cost of my visit. That's how it is logical. Okay, but for this I've explained to you guys, but for this application purpose, I'm just going to be putting 3 million naira. But like I said, it is best when you quote the money in pounds. So how much is 3 million naira? 3 million naira in pounds. 3 million naira in pounds. Let me see how much is that. That's like 1,700 pounds. So I'm just going to put the money in pounds. So 1,700 pounds. That's the money I was spending. But really, you want to visit the United Kingdom, you really need more money. So I'm going to click next. Then about your financial situation. What is the total amount of money you spend each month? Do you guys now see? You put that you are spending 3 million. You've also stated that you earn 1 million. And if you earn 1 million in a month, how much do you spend in a month? For you to have accumulated 3 million savings, it means within that 5 months you spend 2 million for your expenses. So now it's asking you, how much do you spend in a month? If you spend now, let's say, so you've made 2 million naira expenses in 5 months. That is, you are spending an average of 400,000 every month. So the best way to put it is that select the naira and say you spend 400k, 400,000 every month. 400,000 every month. That's the amount you spend every month. So if the person will calculate it in 5 months, that's going to give you like 2 million. Okay, that's logical. Like, you can see how things are playing out. That is how they calculate to really be sure if you have the financial strength to visit. Then the next thing, paying for your visit. Will anyone be paying towards the cost of your visit? If anyone is going to be paying towards the cost of it to support you, you've personally put how much you want to spend. If you have someone that is going to be paying towards your visit, that's where you need to put a person. Someone I know, for example, family or friend, you put it. My employer or company. If your company is going to be sponsoring, supporting you, put it. Another company organization. If there's another company organization going to support you, put it. How much? You quote the amount. Why are they helping to pay for your visit? You need to justify it here. You really need to justify. If it's your parents, quite easy. They are my parents supporting me. My employer, maybe it could be for you're entitled to a trip annually. Then you can put it, this is part of bonuses that district managers get annually for a trip like that. So, but I'm not going to put, I'll just put no one else. I'll just click on, but I've explained that to you. When do you plan visiting? I'm going to put 15 the 6th 2024, and when do I want to come back? I'm going to be spending a month. Okay, then 2024, that's like a month I'm going to be staying. So what language you speak, if whatever, if it's others, you're going to put, select others, going to tell you that you should put the language you prefer, English. So the next thing, main reason for your visit: tourism, business, transit, academic, marriage, private medical treatment, organ donation, short-term study, other, I'm visiting for another reason. You click I'm visiting for other reasons, it's going to ask you later what is the reason you are visiting. So most is visit tourism visa. Even if you are coming to take an exam, it's tourism. Visit a family, visit friends, tourism. You put it. If you're visiting a family, you're going to ask you further information. What's your relationship with this family member? If you are visiting a friend, it's going to ask you what's your relationship with this friend that you are visiting. So I'm just going to put tourist. Coming as a tourist. Then click next. Now, your activity, give details of the main purpose of your visit and anything else you plan to do on your trip. Now, you need to understand that they want to actually know here. Do you even know where you are going to? Do you even have an idea of where you want to visit? So it is always advisable, okay, even if you want to visit Man City, maybe Man City Football Club, go to Man City, okay, Manchester City Football Club. That's where you want to visit. Okay, so Manchester Football Club, where are they located? So Manchester Football Club website, this is the official website of Man City, and look for where they are located. Contact us. I was expecting this to pop up. So contact us. I think you should be able to get the address. Okay, this is where Man City is located. So you're having a visit. One of the places you are visiting is Etihad Stadium, Man City. This is one. Then you can put, yeah, you're going to make a proper sentence. Okay. Like I said, make a proper. I'll be visiting the following places: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. You state it properly, the address, that they know that you know where you're going. Okay, like I see the way I just got Manchester City. If you're going to Birmingham Library, if you're going to London Bridge, you should know where London Bridge is. Okay, it shows that you know where you're going. So I'll just leave it 1. So if you have so many places you want to go to, you're going to put it. People financially depend on you. I put it, I'm single, staying with my parents. So how would somebody be financially depending on me? But sometimes when you have people who financially depend on your children, it shows, also review to the visa screener, that this person has responsibility back at home, that this person will actually want to come back home, this person has a family to take care of back home. So if you have people who financially depend on you, like wife, children, just put it. But it's going to ask you for their details later. But I don't have anyone who financially depends on me. I just put no and click on continue. It's asking me to give details of my parents. So I'm just like, I'll just put that's details of, just put detail of my parents. Okay, what citizens are they? They're not British citizens. they're citizens of Nigeria, but whatever citizen they are, you just put it. Have they always had the same citizen? Of course, yes. That's for my mom, so I'm just gonna put. But no, this is for educative purposes. Okay, so the names and identity might not be true. Okay, okay. So 1971. Then the Nigeria. Okay. Yes, they've always had the same nationality. Do you have family in the UK? If you have, fine, you can put the details. Those are people that would have supported you in the first place for your trip. So if you have, if you don't have, if you have, yes, it's going to ask you some informations. Their relationship to you, their given name, family, country of nationality. Have they got temporary visa? They are in the UK permanently. Do they have they do not have a visa or are not in the UK permanent? I cannot contact my why would you say you have relative and you cannot contact them? Come on, guys. So I just go back. I say no report. I've got no family. The UK is going to ask me traveling as part of organized group. No, I'm going as an individual. Traveling with another person. No, I'm going all alone. But if you are going with your wife or your children for a visit, you put yes. It's going to ask you who will you be traveling with. You're going to ask you for their details. What's your relationship, parent, fiance, son, daughter, friends, work colleague, and blah, whatever. So I'm not traveling with anybody. I'm going to be traveling by myself. Do you have an address for where you be staying? Of course, you should have an address. Even if it's a hotel or Airbnb, you should have a place that you're going to be staying. So you just put it. Where are you planning to stay in the UK? So it's asking you is that if you stay with friends, relatives, give their full name. So if it's wherever you're going to be staying in the UK, just put it and put the address. Okay. Let me look for one of my address. Okay. Let me just use just my name and the address where the address. It's Chester. Okay, just put the address of where you be staying. You are going to be staying in the UK. Put the address. When will you arrive there? We put you should arrive probably on the 13th. If you leave, depending on where you're coming from, you should arrive on the 12th, 6th, 24th. That's the time you say you want to arrive in the UK. Don't make mistake. Some people put when do you want to arrive in the UK? You put 20. When will you get to where you want to stay? You put a later date. Where will you be staying when you initially arrive? So you need to ensure that this information are precise. Okay, when will you leave there? We put that we're going to be staying a month. So that's the place you'll be staying throughout the visit. So just put it. Then move on to the next. Exactly what to say. No. Other accommodation in the UK? No. Will you be staying anywhere else? So if for any reason you're going to be staying somewhere else, this is an avenue for you to actually put that in. Okay, but I'm not staying anywhere else. Have you been in the UK in the past 10 years? No. If you have been, but yes, that's give your application more fluid. Have you traveled to Australia, Canada, New Zealand, US, Switzerland, other European economic areas? Like how many times? If you have, you put it. If you haven't, you just put 0, that you've not been to any of these countries. What travel? If you've been to any other country that does not include any of these ones item listed here, you put. Even if you've been to Ghana or you've been to South Africa, Europe, you've been to Morocco, you put it. If you've not, you just put no and click on continue. Then immigration history. Have you ever made any application that were refused, deported, blah blah? You could just go through it, just say no if it's applicable to you, that for you to say no. Just, have you ever breached of UK? Person, you've not visited the UK, I really want to breach the immigration law, So conviction or other penalty. If you've had any conviction, you put it. If you've never, you just put no. I've never had any of this. War crime information, blah blah blah. Just read the information, but the answer is usually no and confirm, unless you have been part of organized terrorist activities organization and view. But if you haven't, just put no. and affirm the extremist organizations and extremist views. Do you have any of them? No. If you don't have, you just put a person of good character. I know you're going to be wanting, but am I saying no? There's a person of good character. When you read the content, you will know. Have you ever engaged in any other activities which might indicate that you may not be considered to be a person of good character? The answer is actually no. If you put yes, it's going to have to give further details. Depends on what is applicable to you though. Then your employment, if you are employing any of these organizations, you need to judiciary, security, intelligence service, government, including public or civil administration, and non-military compulsory national service. Like if you're in Nigeria, NYS, government, if you're working with government, I've never, none. So additional information about your application. So if you've got any other information that you want to talk about, you're gonna put it here. You could write a very compelling letter why you want to visit, what you want to do, how you plan doing it. If you've got a family to support you, you put it here. You have 1,000 characters. No word to character. A is a character. No, I've got none, so I just put save and continue. But if you've got, just put it. So check all your informations, ensure that they're okay and accurate, and click next. So we've done this one, and right now we're on document. So it's going to ask you need to submit this document, this passport is a must, other document, evidence of fund available which are clearly accessible to you. That the 3 million that you've stated must be accessible to, must be in your bank account, must be in your name. So you probably need to submit like 3-month statement. After you submit that, you must provide document to the commercial partner. You can provide your document by either uploading it yourself, taking your you can do self upload, or you take your document to their partner organization, that is VLS or something like that. So save, continue, then confirm. Visitors condition. You can be detained that if you do what is not good, read through it and confirm, of course. What choice do you have? Maybe you won't visit. Yeah, an applicant age 18 above. You can read all this information, but I'm so used to the applications. I've been doing the application for the past 3 years and I've had amazing success story. So how long do you want to visit? 6 months, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years? Do you want to continue do you want to start living there forever? Come on, 6 months at first, then you can decide to go for 2 years following that. But it's always good to start at 6 months. You see how much you're going to be paying. So you're going to pay £150 if you're coming for 6 months. Okay, then $150, pardon me, I spend pounds, that's the reason. So before you continue, you only move to the next stage. So if you move to the next stage, you will not be able to edit your application again, but you can cancel the application. If you cancel the application, you get a refund. So I just continue to what, pay. So I'll just put my card details, then make the payment, then I'll be able to move to the next stage. So the next stage, I'm going to do that in my next video. Thank you guys. I hope you've learned 1 or 2 things on how to make a very successful visa application to the United Kingdom. Thank you very much.